Koko and Zinny were best friends who loved to play and go on adventures together. They lived in a small town on the outskirts of a big city. They loved to explore the city and its surroundings whenever they got the chance. One summer afternoon, Koko and Zinny decided to go on a bike ride around their town. They got their bikes ready and set off on their adventure. They rode through the town, admiring the beautiful houses and gardens. They rode past the local park where they used to play when they were younger. As they were passing by the park, they noticed a group of boys playing basketball. The boys were older and taller than Koko and Zinny, and they seemed to be having a lot of fun. Koko and Zinny watched them for a while and then decided to join in.
Hey, can we play with you? Asked Koko.
The boys looked at Koko and Zinny and laughed.
Are you serious? You two are way too young to play with us, said one of the boys.
But Koko and Zinny didn't give up. They knew they were good at basketball, and they wanted to prove it to the boys. So they kept insisting until the boys finally gave in.
Fine, you can play with us, but don't expect us to take it easy on you, said one of the boys.
Koko and Zinny were excited and nervous at the same time. They had never played with older kids before. But they didn't let their nerves get in the way. They played their best and surprised the boys with their skills. Koko was a great shooter, and Zinny was excellent at stealing the ball. The game was intense, and the boys were starting to get frustrated. They had never expected Koko and Zinny to be so good. They started to play rough and pushed Koko and Zinny around. Koko and Zinny didn't like it, but they didn't want to give up either. They kept playing, hoping to win the game. But then something unexpected happened. One of the boys accidentally pushed Koko too hard, and she fell off her bike. Koko's knee started bleeding, and she couldn't stand up. Zinny was scared and didn't know what to do. The boys didn't seem to care. They laughed and continued playing. Koko and Zinny felt helpless and alone. Just then, a man who had been watching the game approached them. He introduced himself as Mr. Wilson, a retired basketball coach. He had been impressed by Koko and Zinny's skills and had been watching the game from a distance.
"Are you girls okay?" he asked.
Koko and Zinny looked at him and burst into tears. Mr. Wilson understood what had happened and took them to his house. He cleaned Koko's knee and gave her some medicine. He also talked to them about the importance of sportsmanship and respecting others.
"You two have a lot of talent and potential. But remember, winning is not everything. What's more important is playing with integrity and treating others with respect," said Mr. Wilson.
Koko and Zinny felt grateful for Mr. Wilson's help and advice. They realized that they had been so focused on winning that they had forgotten about the values of sportsmanship and respect. The next day, Koko and Zinny went back to the park. The boys were there again, playing basketball. Koko and Zinny walked up to them and apologized for their behavior.
"We're sorry for playing rough and not respecting you guys yesterday. We were wrong," they both said.
The boys looked at Koko and Zinny with surprise. They had not expected an apology from them, especially after the way they had treated them the day before. One of the boys spoke up.
"It's okay. We were wrong too. We shouldn't have played rough and hurt your friend."
Koko and Zinny smiled. They were happy that the boys had also realized their mistake. They then asked if they could play basketball with them again. This time, they agreed to play a friendly game where everyone would have fun and enjoy themselves. Koko and Zinny had learned an important lesson that day. They realized that sports were not only about winning but also about playing with integrity and respecting others. They had made new friends and had a lot of fun playing basketball with them. From that day on, Koko and Zinny became known as the girls who played basketball with integrity and respect. They continued to play with the boys and even taught them some new moves. Koko and Zinny had found a new passion for basketball, and they had Mr. Wilson to thank for that. Mr. Wilson had not only helped them when they were in need but had also taught them an important lesson. He had shown them that sports were not only about winning but also about playing with integrity and respect. They never forgot the lessons they had learned from Mr. Wilson. They always played with integrity and respect, and they always remembered to help those in need, just like Mr. Wilson had helped them.